that a good starting point would be starting with our learning targets. Our teachers post learning targets, but we really wanted to dig deeper, and Mrs. Stickley helped us take a lead on that.
So what we tried was looking at units or modules in mathematics and thought about the progression of learning that occurs. The teachers always knew where we were headed, the kids didn't know. So the idea was, how do we help the kids know what the big idea is and how we're going to get there? So that's what we set about doing, and we thought at the same time they needed to know what was the assessment piece for each day. What does it look like to be able to do this I can statement? So we posted those as well, and the kids have been reflecting on it. And that kind of reflection shows a lot of buy-in, and that's what we wanted to gain from this. It's a work in progress, and we'll try to continue to make it better and better.
This is our I can we do every day. So like I can multiply 2-digit by 2-digit numbers. We're gonna do our ones, tens, hundreds, and then we multiply and try to break up numbers, and then we try to figure out what the answer is. Every day, these are our exit tickets, and then at the end, this is our assessment we're gonna follow up to see if we earned enough knowledge to be able to get all the answers right on the assessment. We get to see what the assessment is because we can look at it and like to see, give us a heads up of what we're gonna work with, so we can put all of our knowledge we earned together doing our 4 days of multiplication, and it follows up to the assessment that we're doing.
One thing after the John Hattie conference that I just kept constantly thinking was, how do I take this back and implement it with my staff? And so I have Miss Bree Getz, a 4th grade teacher, here with me, just to kind of explain her point of view on this, of how she felt when we brought this to her attention, and asked her to kind of make some changes to learning targets and what she's seen since doing so.
A lot less nervousness during all of the lessons, and that clarity of when they're working on a strategy, like today working with place value and working with the standard algorithm. Well, we stepped it up by moving one more digit in the dividend and knowing, oh, we've already done this skill, we've already done this strategy with 2 digits. So we could say, do you remember back on day 4 when we worked on this? And so today they were less nervous and they said, oh, I've done this before. It's just one more place value.
Sure.
They're able to get it. It's helping me with my planning in the 2 different math blocks that we have. So with those exit tickets that we expect the kids to get to at the end, I can look and see when they turn in, just with a quick view instead of even putting a grade on it. I can go through a quick view and see who's getting the skill, who's still struggling. And then during my STARS math time, I can pull those students and say, hey, I noticed that this was kind of a struggle. Where are you at on this step? And we can go through and hit it still that same day. And so they can still feel more success. So when that next day we're starting, they still have that skill from the day before that they can start piecing on, so they don't fall behind.
This is a work in progress, but we did know that we wanted to really start with teacher clarity and student clarity and really dig deep into what we're learning, why we're learning it, and how it's all connected. And I do think that we are on the right track. Thank you.